What if we took a classic corn dog and created 4 completely different versions? We've got a crispy classic, a bacon bomb, a pizza corn dog, and an elote dog. And trust me, these are not your average corn dogs. Let's make them! We'll start by making the batter. Add 2 eggs, sugar, and dry yeast, then mix everything together until well incorporated. Now add the flour, rice flour, and a little salt. Mix everything again until all the ingredients are completely incorporated. Be patient here because we want everything to come together really well. Once all the dry ingredients are combined, add 200 milliliters of water and keep mixing until you get the consistency we're looking for. A very smooth and sticky dough. You'll see why we need it this way. Once the dough is ready, cover it with plastic wrap and let it rest for about 20 minutes in a warm place. After 20 minutes, remove the plastic wrap and let's start preparing our hot dogs and mozzarella cheese on long, sturdy skewers. Cut some of the hot dogs in half and cut the mozzarella cheese into rectangles about the same width as the hot dogs. The amount you need depends on how many corn dogs you want to make. With the amount of batter I made, I got 8 very large corn dogs. Carefully insert the hot dogs and cheese onto the skewers, making sure the stick doesn't come out through the side. I got a little carried away and made mine pretty long, leaving almost no stick showing. Don't make that mistake. We want people to know they're corn dogs. Once all the skewers are ready, transfer the batter into a wide, shallow container. We'll also need some breadcrumbs and a little water. The water is only for wetting our hands because this dough is very sticky. Let's start with a simple but delicious classic cheese corn dog. Take a skewer with the hot dog and cheese and coat it completely with our sticky dough. It can be a little tricky to work with, but as I always say, don't be afraid to get your hands a little messy when you're cooking. Then coat it with breadcrumbs and gently adjust the dough with your hands, making sure everything sticks as well as possible. Now into the hot oil it goes. Make sure the oil is very hot so they turn out nice and crispy. Now let's take things up a notch with the bacon bomb. Coat the skewer with our sticky dough, then wrap it with bacon. I'm using this bacon that I bought at Costco. It's really convenient for recipes like this, and it's also super tasty. Once the bacon is nicely attached, coat it with breadcrumbs and gently press everything together with your hands before frying it. Look at that! Now, do you like pizza? Me too. And that's exactly why we couldn't leave pizza out of our creative corn dogs. For this one, we're using a skewer with cheese only, no hot dog. Follow the same process as before. Coat it with the dough, then cover it with finely chopped pepperoni. Give it a nice coating of breadcrumbs and into the hot oil it goes. Look at that cheese melting, and look how crispy it is. Let's take things up another level. For this one, I wanted to take a little inspiration from Mexican street food. One of the most iconic street foods is elote, which comes in so many different forms, but I've never seen or even heard of an elote corn dog before, so we're making it happen. We carefully work with the sticky dough, coat it with corn kernels and breadcrumbs, then fry it in hot oil. And look at that, this one is definitely on another level. But we're not done yet. Now it's time to dress up our corn dogs. We'll start with the classic one. And to keep it simple, we'll just add a little ketchup and mustard on top. Look how good it looks. It definitely holds its own against the others. Delicious. For our bacon bomb, I'm adding a little kick. I'm using this buttery buffalo sauce, which is actually made for wings, along with some ranch to create a nice contrast of flavors. Look at that delicious cheese when you take a bite. I honestly can't even put that into words. You have to try it. And now, the pizza has arrived. Of course, we can't forget the tomato sauce. I used a little spaghetti sauce and drizzled some right on top. Let's take a look at that cheese in slow motion. Oh my god, my mouth is watering and I seriously can't stop. Now for our elote dog, we're going all the way with classic Mexican fare style elote. I'm adding some sour cream on top, followed by crumbled cotija cheese, and for the finishing touch, a sprinkle of Tajín chili powder. Tell me that doesn't look spectacular. My son absolutely loved my new creation. Now tell me in the comments which corn dog was your favorite? Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like. Enjoy!